Welcome aboard Fly One Flight 284. Today, we'll explore the science that keeps passengers safe up here, 11,000 meters above the ground through a S.T.E.A.M video.
Inside a cabin, the air is pressurized, so we can breathe comfortably. Outside, it's freezing cold, minus 50 degrees Celsius, and the air pressure is too low for humans. That's why airplanes are sealed like this. The fuselage acts as a strong pressure bubble. When I press on the inside, you can imagine the air pushing out. When I touch the outside, that's where the thinner air is. The pressure difference is what the fuselage must handle every flight.
If the pressure drops suddenly, these masks automatically fall. Sensors detect the change instantly, and inside each mask, a chemical reaction produces oxygen. It's physics and chemistry, saving your breath at high altitude.
Airplanes are packed with technology that keeps everyone safe. Here, I'm showing you flight radar. It tracks every plane in the sky using transponders and satellites. In real cockpits, pilots use weather radar to detect storms far ahead, so they can avoid turbulence. In simulators like Project Flight, you can experience these systems, autopilot, navigation, and even emergencies, just like real pilots do in training. All of these computers are backed up by redundant systems, meaning if one fails, another takes over immediately. That's what makes aviation incredibly safe.
Engineering is all about the design that protects. Airplane wings are built to flex, not to break during turbulence, because they're made from light but strong materials like aluminum alloys and carbon fiber.
And this, the life vest, is another engineering marvel. When you pull the red tab, compressed gas fills it instantly, and it flows because of buoyancy. Air inside is lighter than water. For example, to prove how buoyancy works, you can take a container filled with water and a balloon filled with air. When you drop the balloon into the water, it floats because the air inside is lighter than the water around it. That's the same principle that helps ship floats too, science and engineering combined.
Art is just as important in aviation safety as science. All of these are made by us, from scratch, to look and feel real. The safety card uses clear drawings so passengers understand instructions instantly, even in an emergency. The boarding pass, duty-free magazine, and oxygen mask design are inspired by real airlines, using color, layout, and symbols that make people feel calm and informed. That's called human factor design, and it's a mix of art, psychology, and communication.
Every safe flight starts with math. Pilots calculate fuel, weight, and balance before takeoff to keep the plane stable. If the plane's center of gravity isn't right, it could tilt or use too much fuel. Before every takeoff, pilots do quick math to check weight and fuel. Our Airbus A320's maximum takeoff weight is 93,000 kilograms, empty plane 50,000 kilograms, but with passengers and luggage 80,000 kilograms. That leaves about 25,000 kilograms for fuel.
For a flight from Chisinau to London, around 3 hours, the plane needs about 7,500 kilograms of fuel, so it's well within limits. That's how pilots use math to keep every flight balanced, efficient, and safe. That's why aviation math is so precise. Even the distance between the passengers, luggage, and wings matter.
So next time you fly, remember, behind every safe flight, there's science, technology, engineering, art, and math working together.
That's S.T.E.A.M, and that's how we stay safe in the sky.